Good morning, Joe Victor with Allendale Incorporated, and of course this is February 18th on a Thursday, and of course it is before 12 noon. Give you a little bit of an update, and that is we are preparing for Allendale's 21st Annual Acreage Survey. We're going to start it next Monday on the 22nd of February, and of course you can call us. I'll have all that information at the end of this webinar for you. You can either call us or go directly to the website. And of course, the release date we're going to have on March 19th. That is well in advance of USDA, their prospective planting survey that comes out on March 31st. And of course, they are also going to have a quarterly stocks estimate. So planted acres, 86.48 million acres, and this is in millions of acres. You can see the highest at 93.5, and of course that was a year we saw a big build in the ethanol stocks, and of course we were tight supplied back in 2007. Allendale right now, statistically, we're looking at 90.83 million acres. We need you to get involved, and that of course is the farmer survey for for the acreage survey, and that is going to be basically starting next Monday. We need the farmers' involvement. And again, I'm going to go back to the January 12th report. We're one of the few firms one of three firms out of 26 that did say higher yield. And why was that? Because of the farmers. But we're looking at 90.83, and that is statistically versus USDA form that came out this morning. They're figuring at least 89 million acres. And of course, you can see that at 86.48 million acres, we're going to be right at a little bit above 90 million acres of corn, almost 91. USDA, as we said, their outlook is saying 89. They're not going to come out until March 31st. Soybean acres, same year that you saw big acres on corn, we saw limited acres on beans, 64.74. And again, tight supply. There was a lot of motivation when it came to ethanol, but also we were very low stocked on the wheat production as well as end stocks use. Allendale, we're figuring 79.2. USDA form this morning came out at 77 million acres. That is USDA figuring at least 450,000 acres down. We're looking for a build from 77.45 last year, and of course the thing that we're looking at this year, of course, is primarily for all and spring wheat acres. USDA form at 53.8. Allendale's coming in here at 52.99. That is all wheat acres. And of course, the USDA form 53.8. And of course, we are going to ask you when you fill out the form either on our website or on by calling in, we're going to ask you winter wheat acres, but more importantly, we're going to ask for, and this is combined, I need to state that, spring wheat, that is combined, other spring wheat as well as durum acres, and at 15.8 million, that is the second lowest on record dating back to 2000. But looking for, again, Allendale suggests all wheat acres, and that would include other spring, 52.99, call it 53 million acres if you want. That is supply restricted. That is not a demand-driven number. When it comes to the, primarily when you look at spring planting expectations, here's the states. And, be more than happy to visit with you at any one of our Outlook meetings that are coming up, and that's going through the middle of March, but primarily Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota. It is in that northwestern corn belt that we still have at least, I'm guessing right now, about a little over, call it 590 million bushels of corn that's still out there in the field. Illinois is the only state east of Mississippi that still has a lot of corn. Where's the slowest planting? And this it takes a lot of breath out of you. But slowest planting is right smack dab, where we see where majority of the corn is still left out there in the field. There is going to be, if anything from this slide, we tell you that you can't wait a day. You've actually got to make sure that you grab a hold of the opportunity right then and there. Don't wait for a day. Get the planting done. And again, we don't care if it's an east versus west. We know that, of course, down here in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, economic reasons why 2.95 million acres likely to go into both corn and sorghum. And again, think about the demographics that are involved in there, and that is demographics that are feeding cattle as well as feeding some of the ethanol plants. As we said, there's plenty of snow cover out there. Still, we're going to give you firsthand knowledge, and again, that's Nebraska, north and west of our Davenport, Nebraska office, and they're telling us 58-pound test weight, 17% moisture. That is corn that's coming out of the field, and that is something that we have to look at. And of course, when it comes to the prospective planting survey, you're going to see this beginning Monday. It has a slot for your name as well as email address and a phone. And of course, the state you're calling from, the county. We're going to ask you, when it comes to the region, estimated acres this year, whether it's corn, beans, winter wheat, spring wheat, estimated acres this year versus acres last year. And of course, we're also asking you with price as well as percent old crop sold and new crop that is sold. It was something that we update every USDA when they bring out their annual, or I should say their monthly WASDE, 178 days supply on wheat. And here we are at corn, 48 days supply versus year earlier at 51, 46, and tied us on record back here in 2003, 2004 at 34. So a 48 days supply, still very low level of corn and stocks use. But when you look at other starches, whether it's rice or you look at the corn, I look at the wheat, and that's 178 days supply. You can go back here to 1999, 2000. You can't find higher levels. And again, supply restricted, acres down. It is not a demand driven. And of course, globally, you know that other than the month of February, there's a major player that is harvesting wheat when it comes to major players in the world. We lost a big sale this morning to Egypt, primarily Russia, a little bit of France, but U.S. didn't get a lick of it. Quarterly grain stocks, USDA, something else that we're going to be asking you when you fill out that survey, and that is how much do you still have sold on old crop, new crop, and of course at 10.934 billion bushels that were on and off farm. That is the largest ever. You can go back to the CCC days, back in the mid-80s, and you're still not going to find the largest ever. What are we figuring? Primarily for corn, you're looking at, again, 8 billion bushel. And, of course, look at also, we'll see quarterly soybean stocks as quarterly wheat stocks. I'm asking you to get involved. And, again, we're going to release it on March 19th. So participants, get involved. And it's involved not only for the annual acreage survey. We're going to start next Monday on the 22nd. We're going to release it to you on March 19th. USDA doesn't wake up until March 31st. And again, you're going to get it firsthand information, firsthand knowledge, and again, primarily farmer-driven perspective acreage survey. And again, be more than happy to visit with you at any one of our Allendale meetings that are forthcoming. We've done a past meetings already. Just go to our website, allendale-inc.com, or email us at research. And again, whether it's get involved either with the annual acreage survey or get involved with any one of the annual meetings. And of course, when we do not only the January annual meeting that we just had on the 22nd, 23rd, it is primarily those regional meetings that we are holding out there. We're asking you to get involved. And again, number to call, 800-551-4626. This is Joe Victor with Allendale Incorporated. And again, today is February 18th on a Thursday. Get involved.